Troublesome Trucks. James did not see the Fat Controller for several days. They left James alone in the shed and did not even allow him to go push trucks or go out. Oh dear, he thought sadly. I'll never be able to go out any more. I shall have to stay in the shed for always and always, and no one will ever see my red coat again. Oh dear, began James, starting to cry. Just then, the Fat Controller came along. I see you're sorry, James, he said, and I hope now that you're a better engine. You have given me a lot of trouble. People are laughing at my railway, and I most certainly do not like that at all. I'm very sorry, sir, said James, and I'll try hard to behave. That's a good engine, said the Fat Controller kindly. I want you to pull some trucks for me. Run along and find them. So James puffed happily away. Here are your trucks, James, said the little tank engine. Have you got some bootlaces ready? And he ran off laughing rudely. Oh, said the truck, as James backed down onto them. We want a proper engine, not a red monster. James took no notice and started as soon as the guard was ready. Come along, he puffed. We won't, screamed the trucks. But James didn't care. He pulled the screeching trucks sternly out of the yard. The trucks tried hard to make him give up, but he still kept on. Sometimes their brakes would slip on, and sometimes their axles would run hot. Each time they would have to stop and put the trouble right, and each time James would start again, determined not to let the trucks beat him. Give up, you can't pull us, called the trucks. I can, and I will, puffed James, and slowly but surely he pulled them along the line. At last they saw Gordon's Hill ahead. Look out for trouble, James, warned his driver. We'll go fast and get them before they know it. Don't let them stop you. James went faster, and soon they were halfway up the hill. I'm doing it, he panted, but it was hard work. Will the top never come, he thought, and with a sudden jerk it all came easier. I've done it, he pumped triumphantly. Hooray, he thought. It's easy now. But his driver shut off steam. We've done it again, he said. We've left our tail behind. The last 10 trucks were running backwards down the hill. The couplings had snapped, but the guard was brave. Very carefully and cleverly he made them stop. Then he got out and walked and placed his red flags. That's why it was easy, said James, as he backed down to the other trucks carefully. What silly things trucks are. There might have been an accident. Meanwhile, the guard has stopped Edward, who is pulling 3 coaches. Shall I help you, James? Called Edward. No, thank you, answered James. I'll pull them myself. Good. Don't let them beat you. So James was ready. Then, with a peep peep, he was off. I can do it, he puffed. He pulled and puffed as hard as he ever could. Peep, 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 peep. You're doing well, whistled Edward to James, slowly struggling up the hill with clouds of steam and smoke pouring out of his funnel. I've done it, he panted and disappeared over the top. Then reached their station safely. James was resting in the yard when Edward puffed in with a cheerful peep peep. Then the Fat Controller appeared. Oh dear, what will he say? He asked himself sadly. But the Fat Controller was smiling. I was in Edward's train. I saw everything, he said. You made the most troublesome trucks on the line behave. After that, you deserve to keep your red coat of